Hello, hello, we are live. Welcome to Cooking with Chef Frank. Today we are going to do taco day. We're going to cook two tacos. One with tempeh, one with portobello mushrooms, mango salsa, pico de gallo, and lots more goodies. Welcome again to Cooking with Chef Frank. My name is Frank Kramer. I'm your host, and I'm the founder of Eat Like a Vegan Chef. Okay, let's get started. Let's wait a few more minutes until everyone comes in, and then we'll start. So today we're going to cook two tacos right in time for Memorial Day. I decided to do a portobello mushroom taco, and that taco is made with black beans, bell peppers, guacamole, roasted corn, pico de gallo, and then I have another taco with tempeh, and this is made with mango salsa and the sour cream. So it's going to be some. I think it's a nice treat for Memorial Day. Okay, if you don't mind introducing yourself, so I know you're there. It's always nice to talk to an audience. Hi Jana, hi Bibi, hi Stephanie. Welcome. Okay, good. We'll get started because it's a full program today. I'm going to cook the two vegan tacos for Memorial Day. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Put it in the comments, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Good. Okay, so for the, I want to start with the portobello mushrooms. Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so now you should hear me a little bit better. Let me know if that's okay. Hi, Mary. Okay. Yes, the recipes are already on the site. Hi, Chuck. The recipes are already on the site, but I put them up, but I still need to prove them. So what I did today, I added the portobello mushroom taco, the tempeh taco, and a taco seasoning onto the recipes in the library. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. Okay, so everyone who just joined, I'm going to make two tacos, one with mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, one with tempeh. I'm going to start with the portobello mushroom taco. For that, I grilled two portobello caps. I want to show it to you. They're really, they were quite big before, but they shrunk. So what I did was I put them on the grill, just as is. After they lost most of the water, I seasoned them with the taco seasoning, and I will let you know what is in the taco seasoning. Obviously, you can also just cut them in pieces and saute them this way. That's fine if you don't have a grill. Both things work. Okay, say again. Is there a substitute for tempeh? Whatever. You can use beans instead of tempeh. I used tempeh as a protein source, you can use quinoa as a protein source. Well, tofu is soy, so tempeh is soy. So I assume that Anjana is asking if there's a different substitute for tempeh. Okay, good. So I'm gonna cut the mushrooms in pieces. In dices. I had to close the door. My neighbor's playing music. They already have Memorial Day. Okay, I'm going to cut the mushrooms in pieces. And I'm going to keep them warm. I also have corn in. Since I don't have a barbecue right now, I'm roasting everything in the oven. Okay. Okay. So for the Portobello mushroom tacos, we're going to top it with green bell peppers, red bell peppers, roasted corn, guacamole, and that's it. So I'm going to prepare actually Pico de Gallo, I forgot, and that's it. So I'm going to do Pico de Gallo now, since I have my mushrooms ready. They're there. I have already cut my tomatoes, and I'm going to cut one more tomato so I can show you what I meant by, taking out the flesh inside. So I'm going to take out the core, so I can utilize more of my tomato. And I'm going to cut it in quarters, like so. Cut it again, and then just gonna take out the center of the seeds. Be careful of the knife. Okay, now I'm gonna slice it in strips. And then I'm going to dice it, just like this. Good, okay, so now I'm going to add these into the bowl, and I add my chopped onions. So I have 2 tomatoes here and half a cup of white onions, actually yellow onions. I had already cut a little bit of garlic, which is in the onions here already. And then I'm going to add my cilantro, about 2 teaspoons full. And I'm going to add some juice from a lime. Some people put garlic into their Pico de Gallo, and some people don't. So it's really preference. If you prefer garlic, if you prefer not to have garlic, leave it out. It's really up to you. The nice thing is about Pico de Gallo, it's refreshing, and that's what it is all about. So if you don't like the garlic, leave the garlic out. So, so now you can add some jalapenos. It's really up to you how much you want to put in. I just put in a teaspoon. Just to give it a little heat. Okay. And a little bit of salt. Are we good to go? That's my Pico de Gallo. Very simple, very refreshing. I mean, everyone, you can add a little bit of Tabasco. It's a pretty standard recipe, but very refreshing. Okay, for the taco seasoning, I wanted to mention to you how I made my taco seasoning. It's basically 3 tablespoons of chili. Use a mild chili. Usually they're always salt mild, but I've seen hot chilies. 1 tablespoon of cumin, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1.5 tablespoon of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, actually 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, salt, and pepper. That's all there is to it. You can add a little bit of cayenne pepper if you like to spice it up, but that's your general taco seasoning recipe. So there's really no need to buy a taco seasoning. It's very simple. Okay, good. And you can usually, when you cook your vegetables, you can count about 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning per pound of vegetable. So if you have a pound of mushrooms, you use 2 to 3 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, and that's the same with almost everything. So that's where you get enough flavor. Remember, when you saute your mushrooms or whatever your vegetables, brown them first, then you add your taco seasoning. If you add your taco seasoning to begin with, your paprika is going to burn, and you don't want that, because when your paprika burns, it becomes bitter. So try to avoid this. Okay. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do first all the ingredients for all the tacos, and then I assemble both of them, because assembling is really, really quick. So I have everything ready for my first taco. I have my tacos ready. I'm going to heat them up in the oven just before. I have my Pico de Gallo. I have my taco seasoning, my mushrooms. My bell peppers are cut. My corn is roasted. Guacamole is ready. And that's it. So, okay, let's go over to the tempeh mushrooms. I'm sorry, tempeh tacos. And for that, we're going to roast tempeh. I have already started to saute the tempeh in the pan, but now I'm going to put it in the 400-degree oven, not to forget the seasoning. And this is just a very small amount of, so I'm not using too much. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it, just to keep it a little moist. That will also make sure that the taco seasonings will be evenly distributed. And now I'm going to put it in the oven. Until it caramelizes the way I would like to. Okay, so now we're gonna. The tempeh taco is going to be topped with bell peppers, romaine lettuce, mango salsa, vegan sour cream, and bell peppers and avocado. So I'm going to cut my avocados quickly, and that's beautiful avocado. In order to do this, I'm just going to use the spoon and spoon it out here. Okay, that's how I do it. You can peel it if you like. You see? Just very simple. Now I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to slice it into pieces, to strips. And they don't have to be even because they're going to be inside the taco. So you want this slice. Okay. That's good. You have this. Okay, I have my bell peppers cut. Romaine lettuce I have already cut. I have cilantro cut already. Okay, now we're going to start with our mango salsa. Use my knife quickly. Okay, so I have a nice Caribbean avocado. I'm sorry, mango. These mangoes grow all over the Caribbean. I really like these. They're different kind of mangoes. I really like these here. I'm going to cut around the stone, the seed. Okay, cut in half, and then take out the skin just like this. Does anyone has any issues with? Can you hear me properly? Is the picture frozen, or please let me know. Okay, so I'm taking off the skin, cut it in half. So be very careful when you do this. You don't want to cut yourself. Okay. So now I'm going to cut it in dices, strips first. And now in dices. Place the mango in a bowl. And I'm going to add about half the amount in red peppers. Okay. Then I'm going to add cilantro, about a teaspoon and a half. And of course, lime juice. And here again, you can use a little bit of jalapenos, just to give it a little bit of heat. I'm going to give it a little Tabasco. Cut a few jalapenos. And that's basically it. Very simple, but very refreshing. Okay, so we have this. Okay, we're going to do our vegan sour cream. Very simple. Okay, Deb. If you think it looks, cutting with a knife is always dangerous. I see a comment here, dicing and looking at the screen on the counter kind of seem a little hazardous. That's what cutting with a knife is all about. It's dangerous, so you have to be careful. So just I do it so you can see how I cut it, but you still have to. Okay, good. Okay, great. Let's move on. We're going to the sour cream. Very, very simple. We're going to add, I'm using soft tofu because I like it because it's very easy to cream the tofu. Oops. And it's perfect for creamy applications. So we're going to use a little bit of lemon juice, about a teaspoon, a cup of tofu, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. That's it. If you like a little salt, and that's it. Taste it quickly. It's just like sour cream. Just like sour cream. Beautiful. And if you wanted to, you can add all kind of flavors to this here. You can make it savory. You can add herbs to this here. You can add spice if you like. I'm just going to leave it as is because I added flavors to my mushrooms. I mean the tempeh. And I don't want it. I want it a little bit on the neutral side because I have mango salsa. So I want all the flavors to be, not to fight each other, so to speak. Okay, good. I think we're almost here. Good. So let's start with the assembling. My tempeh is ready. It's hot. See how nicely it caramelized? Good. Okay, now we're going to assemble. So I clean my board. Okay, I'm gonna heat up my tacos in the oven. And of course, all my ingredients should be hot when we do this. They are still warm, that's good. And for that, I'm just gonna place it on this silicone mat. You could actually place them right on the oven. You could actually do that. You don't have to. I just want to give it a little heat. Two of those. Two of those. That's good. Okay, we're going to start with the portobello mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms here. I have my guacamole, Pico de Gallo here. My guacamole. My corn. You know what, I'm going to do it in such a way that you can see it in the camera. I think this is so much better. Let me switch the camera right now so you can see me here. I think that's much better. Check my beautiful. I don't want them to get hard, just soft. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll start with the mushrooms. Can you see me? Okay. I'm going to do one on a corn tortilla and one on a flour tortilla. Okay. Add a little bit of lettuce. Pico de Gallo. The corn. And then I'm going to top it with a little bit of guacamole. And I want to show you a little trick here. So I have this piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to use it as a squeeze bag, so to speak. First, I'm going to roll it up just like this. And I can control the tip. I'm just rolling it in. And I'm just gonna fold it over here and add my guacamole in here. You can see me. Make sure it goes all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to cut the tip with the scissors. Or a knife. And I close it on top a little bit. And then I'm going to squeeze it. Just okay. Okay, that's it for the mushroom tortillas. Maybe a little bit of cilantro on top, and that's it. Very, very simple. So now we're going to do the tempeh tacos. Yep. Okay, for that I'm going to use tacos. Sorry, the tempeh. Nicely caramelized. If you really didn't know, you would say it's chicken, but we don't need that. That's the beauty. Okay, so now we're gonna, as usual, we're gonna add a little bit of lettuce. And I'm adding the mango salsa. Our avocados, just a slice or so, or two. There you go. And we do the same for our sour cream. Fold it in. Cut it on the bottom, fold it on top, and squeeze it again. Unfortunately, this doesn't work as good. That's what happens if you do this live. Okay. We'll top it with a little bit of canola. That's it. Okay, and that's it. Let me switch my camera so you can see them. Let's put them on a plate. So you can see them. First, I want to take a quick picture. Okay. So these are the two tacos. Very, very simple ingredients. Let's see if we have any questions. Yes, the recipes are already posted. They're already posted in the recipe module. So, but again, I have to prove them because they're, I did them this morning. There might be a few spelling booths in there. So I will look it over in a minute. But you can take a look, obviously. Good. So that's it for today. We are these recipes are perfect for Memorial Day, I think. And by the way, before I forget, this was our 49th live stream, and we have our 50th. I'm sorry, not 50th. It is actually our 1-year anniversary is next week. So next week I have gone exactly 52 weeks live without interruption for the past year. So I invite you for next week. I also have a 1-year anniversary, which is June 8th, I believe. It's Tuesday. And we celebrate this. So everyone who's on my email list, you will get an invitation, but everyone is invited, obviously. June 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, here on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day, everyone. Be safe and think plant-based.